Hi, guys. I'm Scott. This is the What a Weird Week podcast for Friday, May 26th. The birds are getting high on your supply.
Hi, everybody. It's Weird.
This life crazy being here.
Really weird tale.
Well, I got a great show for you today with some wonderful weird stuff.
Thanks for coming back to the What a Weird Week podcast. This is season 4, episode 35. The birds are getting high on your supply, and also the saga of Cricket the squirrel. If you're new here, every Friday we do a weird news of the week top 10 list, audio podcast, and then full show notes, blog, and a YouTube video podcast, vidcast, whatever it's called. You can get all that if you remember shownotes.page, or just check the show notes of your podcatcher.
10.
Okay, here comes the number 10 weirdest story of the week. People reminded to wear clothes for driver's license photo in Georgia. This is the state of Georgia, United States of America. You can get a digital driver's license there now, or digital ID. And part of the apply process is that you send them a photo. The Georgia Department of Driver Services posted this note on their Facebook the other day. Quote, "Attention, lovely people of the digital era. Please take pictures with your clothes on when submitting them for your digital driver's license and IDs. Let's raise our virtual glasses and toast to the future. Cheers to technology and keeping things classy." They posted a meme too. Their Facebook is pretty funny. Link in the show notes.
9.
Number 9, this is PG-13, you guys. Here's the headline. The headline I wrote. I'm just going with it. The birds are high AF. Increasing reports out of Britain of seagulls stealing illicit or recreational drugs from people. Essentially, people smoking drugs have their stash stolen by seagulls. Maybe at first it was a mistake, but this is not a one-off situation. It's increasing. Maybe at first the seagulls thought they were getting delicious French fries, or chips, as they would say in the UK. But now the birds seem to like the drugs, seem to go for those drugs, and they seem to be getting high. The birds. One fellow in the story, this is from Metro UK. Here's the quote. "Gulls will go for anything. If we're stoned and completely out of it, the gulls could just take the joint we were smoking and fly off." I mean, that's almost a trick. I'm not condoning any of this, but that's almost a trick. Like, people would pay money to see. I went to Disney World one time and I saw a bird take a dollar bill out of someone's hand. So, I would say this would be a bit more of a trick because that joint is burning. It's probably burning, right? This is a better trick. I'm not condoning it. Anyway, I'll leave it there.
8.
The graphics department did come up with a pretty convincing artist depiction of how this is all happening in the UK. If you want to click the show notes, you can see that.
8.
Number 8 is buy now, pay later for pizza. But wait, there's more. This is from Hell Pizza, a New Zealand-based pizza chain. They're kind of infamous for publicity stunts that I would say, number 1, get attention, and number 2, offend people.
Sinister pizza with extra jalapenos?
Yeah, that's me.
That'd be $25. Did you want to pay now, or would you like to use something we call afterlife pay?
We have a link in the show notes. There's actually a Wikipedia of just controversies surrounding Hell Pizza. The latest publicity stunt from them is a buy now, pay when you're dead pizza deal. So if you're picked to participate in this offer, you don't have to pay for pizza as long as you're alive. You pay once you're dead. You amend your last will and testament, giving permission for Hell Pizza to collect what you owe them. They say it's a legally binding deal. It may be. It also seems like a publicity stunt.
7.
We link to their video in the show notes. You can watch what they say and judge for yourself. Or don't watch and still judge, because that's my favorite thing. Don't give me any information. I just want to start judging now. It saves time.
7.
Number 7 is the surgeon fired because of who helped with the amputation. A surgeon in Germany got someone who cleans the hospital to help with an amputation, and now the surgeon has been fired. This happened in 2020. It was a toe amputation. Everything went fine. No complications for the patient, but there were no officially qualified surgical assistants available at the time, so I guess it was either cancel that surgery or find a fill-in, and the surgeon recruited a hospital cleaner. Cleaner's job, by the way, mostly handing the surgical tools to the doctor. Not one of these, hey, Bernie, did you ever amputate a toe before? Want to have come on in here. Give it a whirl. It wasn't that. My question to you, would you do it if you were cleaning the hospital and a surgeon was like, hey, can you give me a hand? Give me a hand with this toe. I think I'd be in there. I'd be like, this is going to look good on my LinkedIn.
6.
The sixth weirdest story of the week is the very expensive ice cream that set a world record. This is from an ice cream company from Japan. They have an ice cream that's worth close to $7,000 a scoop. That's a normal scoop. I don't know what a kiddie cone would be. Maybe a little bit less. We're still talking some serious dough. It has gold shavings in it. That's what makes it expensive, but also very rare white truffle from Italy. And it has an expensive Italian cheese, Parmigiano Reggiano. I don't know. Did I said it terribly? Oh, okay. Thanks for the feedback. The big question is, what does it taste like? Well, people who have tried it, people who can afford $7,000 a scoop ice cream say it tastes like white truffle followed by old cheese because it has white truffle in it and old cheese in it. Take my money, please.
5.
Oh, we're going to do a quick ad read here, you guys. We don't usually do it, but we're doing a Patreon drive. And if you sign up for the platinum level Patreon, which is $1 trillion, you get a free scoop of that $7,000 a scoop ice cream. So again, it's $1 trillion. And we're only looking for 1 or 2 people to sign up this week at the platinum level. And then cheesy ice cream.
5.
Okay, so I always feel dirty after those pledge drives, but got to be done, you guys. Number 5 story this week, planking is back for a world record. So yes, the real headline here is planking is a thing again. The secondary headline, a guy just set a world record for planking for 9 hours and 38 minutes and change. Just imagine the opportunities for this world record setter. I mean, you could be a human table at a restaurant. Don't know how much you'd charge for that, but I mean, you'd be a table for 2. But still, share the tips. I don't know. I'm just brainstorming now. There's probably some other things you can do with your planking skills, but that is an amazing feat.
4.
Number 4 is the science of selfies. Why do we do that? The National Post has an article about the study on photos that we take of ourselves. The study is from the journal Social Psychology and Personal Science. Study seems to indicate that when we include ourselves in photos, take selfies, it helps us capture the deeper significance of what's happening in the moment. So the quote from the article is, we found that people have a natural intuition about which perspective to take to capture what they want out of the photo. So it seems like selfies give us a different feeling than regular photos, and sometimes we want to remember things the way the selfie makes us feel. That's kind of my take on it. I'm not a scienceman, scientist, that's it. I'm not that. But we link to the study in the show notes.
3.
The number 3 weirdest story of the week is the enormous T-shirt that broke a world record. Guinness World Records shared this record the other day, a T-shirt that's over 350 feet long and 240 some feet across. It's officially the biggest T-shirt ever. The record set in Romania. After the record attempt, the giant T-shirt was, quote, broken down. They were going to take the giant T-shirt and repurpose it to make thousands of pieces of clothing for kids in need. So it's a wonderful story and a giant T-shirt that's interesting to look at. Also, T-shirt is taller than the Statue of Liberty, by the way. You can imagine the Statue of Liberty sleeping in this T-shirt, maybe. I'm not that I go around imagining what the Statue of Liberty would look like in pajamas. Am I the only one? Let me know in the comments.
2.
Number 2, the headline from Ben Hooper at UPI, pet squirrel rescued from tree in Ohio. And that's it. That's the story in a nutshell. Sorry, bad pun. Wrote it down. It felt terrible. I said it out loud. I feel terrible. I'm just feeling terrible about the pun. Shall we move on? So this was a squirrel in a tree that needed help because I guess the squirrel forgot how trees work. There's a little bit more to this story. Somebody had a squirrel on a leash in Ohio, you guys. A pet squirrel named Cricket. Cricket loves trees. I guess Cricket went up the tree and like 60 feet up this tree, and the leash got tangled. And so the Green, Ohio Fire Department answered the call, saved Cricket, the pet squirrel. I do want to send another shout out to Ben Hooper at UPI, who constantly, every week, is knocking it out of the park with weird stories. This is the first pet squirrel story stuck in a tree that I can recall, Ben. Well done.
1,
All right, the number one, the top weird story of the week is sleep better with this simple trick. It sounds like clickbait, but it's based on actual research, and I probably should have been hooking to it the whole time because this could change your life, or this could be a meh situation. Big ol' sleep study from Indiana University seems to indicate that it's harder to fall asleep, ready for it, when you keep looking at the clock. So I love science, you guys, and God bless you, researchers. But we knew this one. When you worry that you're not getting enough sleep and you keep checking what time it is, that doesn't help. I'm pretty sure we've all had this happen to us before. They suggest, though, take it a step further. Yes, they pointed out what was probably known to many of us, but they suggest to defeat this, hide the clock. Hide your phone, hide your smartwatch, hide your sundials, whatever we use to tell time when we're trying to sleep, hide that thing, cover it up, put it in another room. That's the life hack. You're supposed to, statistically, you will sleep better, according to the research. That's, again, I'm not a scientist, but that is my take. You can read the whole study. We have a link in the show notes. Going to stop there. I appreciate your listening. Oh, did I wake you up? So, did you already fall asleep? Oh, you were sleeping through the whole podcast? Well, God bless you. I think the stream still counts towards our goal of hitting dozens of streams this week. So thank you. I'll speak more softly. No, we'll just stop now. Go back to sleep.